Hey, that sounds nice. What are you doing?
Blowing on these bottles to see what sounds I can get.
And there are two different pitches. I wonder why.
I assume it has something to do with the size of the bottle.
You know, I have a musician friend who ought to be able to explain this to us. Let's see if we can call up Raw Tuba. Hey, Richard, how you doing?
Hi, Chris. How are you? I'm doing great.
Good. Let me introduce you to my daughter, Rosemary. Rosemary, this is Richard White, the principal tubist for the Santa Fe Symphony. He's also a professor at the University of New Mexico. He goes by the name of Raw Tuba. So, do you have a couple of minutes?
I have 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever you need.
We were just noticing the different sounds various bottles make when you blow across them.
Oh, and then there's this one I got from a friend at a restaurant.
With the bottles, the bigger they are, the deeper the sound. Is the same true with the tubas?
Yes. The bigger the size, the lower the notes. The smaller the size, the higher the notes. First, we would have the F tuba. That's 12 feet of tubing. And then if we move to 16 feet of tubing, keep going down the scale. We're getting lower and lower. We're not done yet. A sousaphone in B flat, which would be 18 feet if you rolled it out. The tuba that you actually wear.
Are you using all 12 or 18 or 16 feet at all times?
No. I use a series of valves to make my instrument lower or higher. Here we have 4 pistons and 1 rotary. If we take off the valve here, you can see that there's a series of holes which allows me to elongate or shorten the tubing, which changes the note. And as we talked about before, the longer the tubing, the lower the note. The shorter the tubing, the higher the note. And the 5th valve is actually a rotary valve, which turns this way, much like a railroad track. And it adds all of this tubing in the back. You can see. So the whole travel pattern would be buzzing with the lips into the mouthpiece, then traveling all the way around the lead pipe through all of these series of tubing, coming through the bottom bow of the bell, up to the stem of the tuba, and out the bell.
We'd like to turn some of the bottles we have into an at-home orchestra. Would you be willing to help us tune them?
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. Let's have some fun.
So we've tried to tune this bottle to a C by adding some water. Would you tell us how close we are?
It's really close. I feel like we're playing Price is Right. Lower, please.
So I'll pour some water out to make the volume bigger and the note a little lower.
I think we got it.
Fantastic.
Cool, thanks so much.
We have the first 5 notes of the F major scale. I have F, A, and C.
And I have B flat and G.
So Richard, what should we play?
How about Ode to Joy?
All right, let's see if we can pull that off. fantastic.
You know, sometimes the tuba gets the melody too. Do you guys mind if I have a shot at playing the melody to Ode to Joy?
Take it away.
Wow.
That was better than how we sounded, but you've had more practice.
You know, there's something cool that I'd like to do in my own practice. Sometimes I do extended techniques, such as multiphonics, which is singing and playing in the tuba at the same time. Would you guys like to hear that?
We'd love to.
Totally. What's going on there? What are you doing?
Basically, I'm singing into the tuba in my soprano voice, and I'm playing with buzzing my lips the same way we produce the sound on the tuba, the actual note of the tune. So here's the note by itself. Now adding singing on top of it.
So there you're singing an octave above the tuba?
Exactly right, I am.
It's not just that you're singing and playing the tuba at the same time, right? Your voice is activating something in the tuba.
Correct, it's activating a whole other octave while I'm playing the octave below.
These are harmonics, right? It's like the fundamental is one big wave going back in the tuba, but then the octave is waves that are half as long, so there's two of them fitting inside the length of the tuba, and that makes them vibrate twice as fast.
That's right on the money. Yes, absolutely, that's what's happening.
So you can turn those harmonics on with your voice, basically.
Yes, and I can hit, within that series, different harmonics.
That is kind of a cool, spooky sound.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool too.
What are some other ways that you can activate those harmonics and kick those notes up?
Another thing I like to do in terms of extended techniques is also beatbox. I can hit different tones by adding different velocity or different pressures of air into the tuba. That's low. See if you can hear the difference between the high beatbox and the low beatbox.
So just by changing how forceful those puffs of air are, you're activating different harmonics in the harmonic series of possible notes?
Yes, so less forceful, more force, together, slow to high, and you got something really cool on the tuba.
Well, it's amazing how much control you have and all the different ways that you can hit different notes. And all of this without what we were talking about before, without changing the length of the tubing or even using the valves.
Yes, it's pretty cool. I like to have a lot of fun playing extended techniques, and I use it on about any tune I want to, sometimes in my own practice. I think I'd get in trouble if I tried that doing an actual symphony.
Thanks so much for sharing this with us, Richard. It's amazing how you can use the physics of the tuba in so many different ways to produce all these different sounds.
Yeah, thank you so much. Would you be willing to play us out?
Oh, absolutely.